Okay, today we, after passing this beautiful swamp puppy painting, we're going to be hiking on the Marjorie Harris Cross Florida Greenway. This is the Marshall Swamp Trail. The sign definitely needs a little love. Don't know how much of this I'm going to get done because I think it's an out and back, and one way I believe it's like 5 miles. So we'll see if I end up doing the full 10 today. It's a beautiful day out today in Silver Springs, Ocala National Forest. It's only up in the 80s, which is gorgeous. It is going to rain later today, but it's a lot cooler than it has been in quite a bit. And wow, already this trail is just absolutely beautiful. In case you didn't pick up on it before, this is the Florida Trail that goes through here. And so far, I'm not even a half mile in. Head is on complete swivel. It is so pretty back here. These big, huge trees. It's just absolutely gorgeous. To the people who live in this area, what an absolute gem to have in your backyard. Thank you, Florida Trail, for the nice bridge. Look at all those cypress knees out there. This section, I bet, is pretty flooded during the wet season. At about a half mile in, provided you do not take the loop, I'm going to do the loop on the way back because you skip some of the Florida Trail with that. You come up on this overlook. So let's see what we're looking at here. Ooh, slightly slippery. Ooh, very slippery. Ooh. We got some more beautiful cypress knees. But this is just gorgeous. Nice little cypress tree there. But this is so pretty when it's full of water. You probably could see some gators here. If you do come out here and come out on this and it is damp at all, just be careful. I about bit it twice. Very pretty. So this Marshall Swamp Trail is absolutely gorgeous. As I'm walking through, it's hard to believe that when I'm back here again in 2027 doing my through hike, it's going to be cold. I have a hard time believing that. It's so kind of sticky and humid right now, and but yeah, I'm just really loving everything about this section. This is a really beautiful area. That's different. Very cute. A little orange footprint. I like that. I think that should be a shirt. Hint, Florida Trail. We are coming up to another bridge. Let's see what this is going over. Thank you for the chicken wire. Makes this a lot easier. It's really dry right now as far as not standing water, but yeah, it's definitely humid and wet in the atmosphere. Coming across a lot of little different mushrooms. And then over here, some of these out of the corner of my eye. It's very pretty. And we have another bridge boardwalk. So I've been hiking along this. I have noticed that all the spider webs are way up high. I haven't broken through one spider web, knock on wood, since I've been in here. Oh wow. But this is really cool looking when there's water in it. So I just wonder, when I see those spiders up high, is that a learned thing? Can spiders learn? Something to think about. And if you're coming out here just to hike this little section, the Florida Trail has kindly placed these benches ever so often along the way for resting. So thank you. A big dead stump that now is letting other things grow and live in it. Wow, this bridge is very new. Very nice. This is what we're going over. We are at, I'm about a little over 2 miles in, and picnic table was there. Very cute little orange footprint again. And then the Florida Trail actually turns off to the right. Looks like we're on a little bit of a Jeep road for a hot minute. Here, I turned and boom. Hi, little deer. It's okay, I'm not going to hurt you. You're so pretty. You just go on with your day. Have a good day. That was cool. We have turned off the Jeep trail, and now going down this really pretty open area. If you're hiking out here, there's a lot of different side trails and other like roads, service roads, jeep roads, all that goodness. So make sure you pay attention or have your maps downloaded so you don't get turned around. I'm actually going Sobo right now on the Florida Trail, but once I find a good turnaround spot, I will turn back on and go back because, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make this, how long a day I'm going to make this. And there are some other trails in the area that I want to go check out today and see. So this is what we're working with. So pretty and peaceful. I am looking for a natural turnaround spot where I can say, okay, this is a good spot to just say I'm going back. But the trail is so good today. I haven't found a place yet that makes me want to say, okay, let's go back. Okay, this is my turnaround spot. It's almost 3 miles in, just shy of it. And I'm gonna go back into the Marshall Swamp Trail here with these cute feet print and head back to the car. Okay, so fibbed before. I hiked on a little further just to see what was out here in this section after leaving the swamp, and it's still beautiful and it is very well maintained, but it is definitely going into more of a scrubby pine, very exposed, and yeah, just not what I'm looking for on a day that's going to hit the 90s again. I'm sure when I do my through hike of this, I will greatly appreciate having all of the sunshine to deal with and warm me up. But right now I am headed back in and we are gonna hit the swamp again. Now I'm going back into the swamp. Fun fact, swamps are my favorite type of ecosystems. I just think they're beautiful and unique. And I love the cypress trees that are in them and the water and the swamp puppies. So all the different, and it always looks different. You can hike a swamp every month of the year and it'll always look a little bit different. So very cool. So headed back to the car. If anything interesting pops up along the way, I will let you know. It has really gotten hot out here today and sticky. That was the Florida Trail. But back here on the swamp, there's this little loop that goes around and then hooks back up to the Florida Trail. And we are going to check this out because we passed it on the way out. We're not far from the trailhead. We're probably maybe a mile from the trailhead. So this will take us around and just see something different maybe. I love these bent palm trees. There is that one video, the one on the trail, that was really bent over. Now this one's really leaning, and they're not dead. They're very much alive and doing really good. But yeah, they're just bent over to the side and twisted. Just makes for a really unique looking tree. This is more of the loop trail. I actually met a couple who was hiking in, enjoying the swamp. Yeah, this is the loop trail is nice. It's just more, I just go kind of deeper into the swamp. Nothing like a bridge or a river crossing or anything that I've come up to yet, but this is taking us back to the Florida Trail, which will take us back to the trailhead and the car. Okay, here we are. This is the other end of the loop trail, and this will take us back out onto the Florida Trail. So we are coming up on the trailhead here. There was roughly 6 miles of hiking, and where it wasn't horribly hot, it was very humid, and it kind of got hot as the day progressed on. Just a really pretty area. If you're out this way, highly recommend. It's the Marshall Swamp Trail, and I'll take some photos of this information boards here before I close up. All right, so have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you later. So what this information is telling us is if the Cross Florida Barge Canal had actually been built, that right there, all that we just hiked in would not have been possible because it was going to be flooded so they could bring the ships in and go across Florida. So yeah, just interesting history. Something to think of, something as simple as, oh, that would make everybody's life better, but it would have been catastrophic for the ecosystems that it went through in Florida. So very glad that that cross barge did not happen. Such a beautiful, beautiful painting. It says Drake Arnold. I don't know who that is, and it was just drawn in 2026. So whoever Drake Arnold is, I'm gonna have to look that person up. But thank you very much. This is, I think this is just so pretty, and it's right by the Blazes, designating that the Florida Trail continues out and on through more of Ocala and Silver Springs.